Welcome, Gemini Cancer, to your Astrodice reading for April. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, see what's going on with you, Gemini Cancer, and which house is most important for you this month. Okay, Gemini Cancer. Most important message for Gemini Cancer this month. What are they doing? A lot of people getting this South Node. Getting the South Node a lot. Okay. So we're going straight into the South Node. This is karmic behaviors coming back. So watch that. You might have met somebody. It could be a Pisces. You have Pisces energy coming up in the third house. Talking about bad behaviors arising. So we're going to use the Vesta card over here. We'll find out if this is you actually having the bad influences and behaviors coming back, or are you surrounded by someone with it, or are they enticing you to do bad behaviors with them? So many things. Okay, going into Pisces. The energy is wistful, endlessly loving, compassionate, and forgiving, and confuses, softens to resolve. So really getting down into the compassion and forgiving. Did you forgive someone for something? We'll see what's going on. We're going straight into the third house, though. So let's figure out what the third house is first before making any kind of calls over here. We have your potential to learn something in your local neighborhood. This is the potential of learning something, and I'm going to tell you that right now. Because you have the karmic, it doesn't mean that it's not something from your local neighborhood, friends, family, things of this nature. They could literally be involved in the situation, of course, but it's definitely something about learning something, because we're talking about the karmic behavior and learning the test, you know, the going back to bad behaviors and learning to break those chains, getting away from that. So let's go over here. Going straight into the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month. Maybe you're learning that someone has gone back to bad behaviors. That could be a huge thing, like I said. It doesn't always have to be you. Or learning that they're bringing you into bad behaviors. Life cycles. Okay, number one, beginning of the month. Not moving towards this love person, you are moving on. So you're definitely not moving on with this love relationship or something that you were in love with. You have separated yourself from, could be a Gemini, Aquarius, okay, a Libra, and you're separating yourself in the very beginning of the month from them and moving on. That's what we got there. So, clarifying. You had new open opportunities to go, you want to be by yourself. You have new opportunities. They could be other opportunities of doing something. No, but we're in karma. So why did you move on? Did you find out that, wow, hold on a second. I really do feel like they were either enticing you to drink with them again and become Dionysus all over again. It really feels like, hey, if you want to, it really feels like somebody else was enticing you to do bad behaviors that you didn't want to do, so you left. You've seen them drinking. I think for some of you, I'm going with the drinking thing. I got too many cups up here. I mean, I get that you're Cancer, but this is way too much than that. No. They had opened the opportunities for bad behaviors. Remember, we're in the South Node over here. Opportunities for going backwards in behaviors of, I'm going to say drinking. And it was pretty much like, if you want to drink, go ahead and drink. But I'm going to separate myself from this situation because I'm not going to be a part of this. But it does feel like, I am going to tell you, it feels like they did bring you back to a bad behavior. For some of you, I think you did start drinking with this person until you realized this person was taking it over the limit. They didn't want to stop. or you felt like you can't stop drinking unless you separate yourself from them because there's just too much partying, too much drinking, and you were not using your intuition at the time. And for a lot of you, you knew that they had a secret desire to drink, or maybe you had a secret desire to drink. Maybe you were an ex-alcoholic and this is why you don't want to do this. That's really what's coming up. I'm keeping it there. You guys take it how it resonates. What doesn't resonate, throw away, but that's what I'm getting. Magician, you're law and attracting for a Knight of Wands. You may have even ran into an Aries. You may have found a new person. Maybe this is why you left this person. Maybe you were out drinking and found this person, or maybe you walked away from all this drinking because you found somebody who treats you more like an emperor, or they're more mature and stable and more compassionate. In the middle of the month, it looks like you run into this new person. Plain and simple, whether you already know this Aries or not. It's definitely an Aries for the majority of you. It's not an Aries, it's Sagittarius. But this person has their stuff together. They run an empire. They were more mature than the last person you were with. And if this wasn't a love connection up here, it could have just been friends. It could have been your neighbors. Remember, you're learning something. And what you're learning is that this is not a good place for you. It's like you're already aware of the behaviors, the karmic past behaviors that are coming back. And mid-month, you really do run into this person who's more mature. That seems like you've law and attracted this kind of person. Maybe you already knew this person, you're very passionate about this person, or you were law and attracting and wanting to take action towards a person like this. Maybe it was one of those things where it's like, dear universe, please give me a more mature, passionate person who has great qualities, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden it happens. It's not even, truly a person. It's just a person, right? So clarify on the end of the month. Yeah, and that's what it looks like. It looks like you, and if it's not a person, it's you getting your life back together to become the emperor that you want to become, getting away from this toxic behavior. And that could be a huge possibility as well. Yeah, because the Wheel of Fortune is not in your favor at this time, or you felt that the Wheel of Fortune was not in your favor at the time. It felt like you were keeping your good luck down by doing so. And this is why you're law and attracting to have something better, because you felt like you were stuck in a bad cycle, and you knew you were stuck in a bad cycle. That's why you started law and attracting your way out. So whether or not, this is another person, for some of you it is, for others of you, it's just you finding the passion to get your stuff back together, away from all this partying and all this stuff that's going on in the beginning of the month. There's going to be a lot of this in the beginning of the month. Now you got a new beginning. You're giving yourself a new beginning because you see the cycle's not going in your favor. For some of you, it's already been going on for a couple of weeks already. The King of Swords, yes, because you're becoming more aware of what's going on and knowing that you need to get yourself back to putting the ball back into your court and doing things for yourself and getting away from this person, or finding this person and finding that this person's more logical to hang out with, to date, however it is, whatever it is you're learning. It's definitely a learned thing, though. You have learned a lot on the way. And it's mostly just learning that this is all toxic behavior that's actually bringing you backwards in life, and you don't want to move backwards. You want to go forwards. Yeah, Page of Swords, there it is. So you felt that with the bad cycles, you weren't learning anything from it at that time. Yeah. It was like you were allowing the Page of Swords over here, who could be a Libra or a Gemini, to just kind of take the wheel from you and just woohoo, right? And you just didn't feel like it was where you wanted to be. yeah, you have dreams and aspirations, and now you can actually move in mid-month to try to get back towards the dreams that you're having. Yes, which is going to put you back on the prosperity road once you start really looking at it from a clear vision of knowing this is who I want, this is who I want to be with, or this is who I want to be, or all three, right? But it definitely wasn't what was going on in the beginning of the month, and which also, like I said, could have been taking place at the end of March. The end of the month, you have the Ace of Swords, the Victory, and the Page of Cups. So you definitely do see yourself thinking clearly and feeling like you have victory over the cups, over the decisions. It's like the decisions that I've made have now brought me back to where I feel I can be. I do not want to be in there anymore. You know, that was just not something for me. Maybe you were missing work. Maybe, you know, bad things were happening with a High Priestess upside down. That is not giving any conscious thought or any intuition to what the real surrounding situation is. And you knew it. You knew that. That's why you learned it. It's a slow moving process, you know, to 100% get to the victory and to get back, you know, on track, but it is justified for yourself to do this. It's going to make you feel more balanced. Watch the Page of Cups, because the Page of Cups, you know, is a very good friend. Like I said, this Page of Cups could be this this Emperor up here, and they're telling you and helping you along, because the Page of Cups is a very loyal friend, a very good friend, a very good messenger. They're saying, hey, you know what, let's get balanced, let's do things. So they could be actually even taking you out and helping you along the way to make you realize what the Ace of Cups is. Hey, you know what, you need to get away from this situation. This is a bad situation. And this will put the ball back into your court, making you feel like you're more in control of the situation, where someone else was really dragging you down over there and putting you back into bad behaviors. Okay. And if it wasn't them dragging you back into bad behaviors, it was just them going back into bad behaviors, which was affecting your life. Their lifestyle is affecting you. So if they were old alcoholics and they start drinking again, you're like, I got to separate myself from this, because I'm not going to put up with that again. See what I'm saying? So take it how it resonates. You know, because it caused a lot of drama. And, you know, it causes a lot of different kinds of drama, right? Like the Page of Coins, it could have definitely been some kind of Capricorn or a Virgo, could even be a Taurus that was you were either doing this with, or they're doing it by themselves, or, you know, take it how it resonates. Could have been, because it does look like they want to come back and actually cause drama with you and ask you, well, why do you do this? And why did you leave? And why aren't you doing that? So no matter what, there is definitely somebody else involved. Okay. And that was it for you, my friends. And until next time, peace and love. Bye.